1 Samuel chapter 13. The initial success of Saul. Shaul was years old, when he began his reign, and he had ruled Israel for 2 years. When he chose 3,000 of Israel's men, 2,000 of them were with Shaul in Michmas and in the hills of Beit El, and 1,000 were with Jonathan in Givat Binyamin. The rest of the people he sent back to their respective tents. Jonathan assassinated the governor of the Philistines in Geba. The Philistines heard of it. So Shaul had the shofar sounded throughout the land, saying, "Let the Hebrews hear." All Israel heard that Shaul had assassinated the governor of the Philistines and thus made Israel a stench in the nostrils of the Philistines. So the people rallied behind Shaul in Gilgal. Saul's sinful sacrifices. While the Philistines assembled themselves together to make war on Israel, 30,000 chariots, 6,000 horsemen and an army as large as the number of sand grains on the seashore, they came up and pitched camp at Michmas, east of Beit Aven. The men of Israel saw that their options were limited and that the people felt so hard-pressed that they were hiding themselves in caves, thickets, crevices, watchtowers and cisterns. While some of the Hebrews crossed the Jordan to the territory of Gad and Gilead, but Shaul was still in Gilgal, where all the people were eager to follow him. He waited 7 days, as Shemuel had instructed, but Shemuel didn't come to Gilgal, so the army began to drift away from him. Shaul said, "Bring me the burnt offering and the peace offerings," and he offered the burnt offering. As soon as he had finished sacrificing the burnt offering, there was Shemuel. He had come, and Shaul went out to meet and greet him. Shemuel said, "What have you done?" Shaul answered, "I saw that the army was drifting away from me, that you hadn't come during the time appointed and that the Philistines had assembled at Michmas. I said, 'Now the Philistines will fall on me at Gilgal,' and I haven't asked the favor of Adonai, so I forced myself and offered the burnt offering." Shemuel said to Shaul, "You did a foolish thing. You didn't observe the mitzvah of Adonai, which he gave you. If you had, Adonai would have set up your kingship over Israel forever. But as it is, your kingship will not be established. Adonai has sought for himself a man after his own heart, and Adonai has appointed him to be prince over his people, because you did not observe what Adonai ordered you to do." Then Shemuel left Gilgal and went up to Givat Binyamin. Shaul counted how many were still there with him, about 600 men. Shaul, Jonathan his son and the men with him took up quarters at Givat Binyamin, while the Philistines remained in camp at Michmas. Then raiding parties began coming out from the camp of the Philistines, 3 of them. One group turned toward the road leading to Ophrah in the territory of Shual. Another group took the road toward Beit Horon, and another company took the road toward the desert through the territory overlooking Vadi Svoim. Now there was no metalsmith to be found anywhere in all the land of Israel, because the Philistines had said, "We don't want the Hebrews making themselves swords or spears." So whenever any of the people of Israel wanted to sharpen his hoe, plowshare, axe or pick, he had to go down to the Philistines, where the exorbitant prices were 2/3 of a shekel for filing a pick or plowshare and 1/3 of a shekel for filing an axe or setting an ox goad in its handle. Thus when the time came to fight, no one in the army of Shaul and Jonathan was equipped with either sword or spear, although Shaul and Jonathan his son did have them. A garrison of the Philistines had gone out to the pass of Michmas.